All right. I'm back with Dark Souls 2. And I've been progressing Lucatiel's quest, so I'm going to go talk to her again.
My thoughts are very scattered. What is this curse? The question rings in my mind, but I haven't the focus to answer it.
As a recap, she came to Drangleic in the hopes of finding a cure for the curse of hollowing, but like other hollows, she's slowly losing her mind and her memories.
Loss frightens me no end. Loss of memory, loss of self. If I were told that by killing you I would be freed of this curse, then I would draw my soul without hesitation. I don't want to die. I want to exist. I would sacrifice anything for this. It shames me, but it is the truth. Sometimes I feel obsessed with this insignificant thing called self. Even so, I am compelled to preserve it. Am I wrong to feel so? Surely you do the same in my shoes. Maybe we're all cursed. The moment we're born. Sometimes
Okay, so that's...
the moment
All right, time to head to Iron Keep. Interestingly, the previous area was Earthen Peak, which you can sort of see here. It's like a fortress built on a mountain, and you can see in this little image that's highlighted, it looks like there's nothing but sky above it, right? Well, in order to get to here, Iron Keep, you go to the top of Earthen Peak and then take an elevator going upwards. Presumably the elevator is going into the sky, and you come out here in this area filled with lava. Logically, that makes no sense, right? So, I mean, we're supposed to believe that underneath all this lava is empty sky, and underneath that is a mountain that we just came up. That's sort of the first clue that this place is probably not real. I mean, it's a video game, so technically none of it is real, but diegetically this is not real, which means by the rules of the fictional world, this place isn't real. And we've seen this before in Dark Souls. I mean, in Dark Souls 1, there was the painted world of Ariamis, and in Dark Souls 3, there's the painted world of Ariandel. It's quite possible that this area, Drangleic, is in some way, even if not a painted world, then something similar to it in concept. You can sort of think of this world as an allegorical world, kind of like Narnia, for instance. All right, so in here is an optional boss that's kind of difficult. I might give it a few tries, but if it proves to be pretty difficult, I'll just skip it since it is optional. This is the Smelter Demon. And I just realized that one of my rapiers is infused with fire, which is not going to do any good against an opponent that's fiery. So I'll just use my dark rapier instead. Oh yeah, that's much better. Nope, explosion time. Nope, no explosion? Okay. I'm used to seeing explosions when enemies do that. Is that an explosion? Let's see. Nope, I keep expecting an explosion. Okay, that's definitely gonna be an explosion, right? Yeah, okay. Call it that time. Ooh, okay. There. Okay. I can't get more than one cast off. I have to cast just once and then evade. Rolled too early there. There. Okay, casting is taking too long. What I may do is just replace my fire rapier with something else, and I'm not sure what he's weak to, actually. I could look it up, but I don't think I need to. I'll try lightning rapier. Okay. Yeah, okay, double stab. That should do more damage. Because it's not like I need to do like rapid stabbing attacks because I don't have room to get off usually more than just a few attacks at most. All right. Okay, if I stay right up on him, his sword might miss. Somehow I missed there. Okay, that's the explosion. Okay, when he does the jump attack, that's when he explodes. Okay, now his sword is on fire. So I don't have much room to run. Okay. And when he's on fire like that, I take damage just by being near him. Okay, and this is a good opportunity to heal when he does this attack. Okay, I'm learning this fight now. Almost got him. Got him. Okay. As far as difficult bosses go, that was not too bad. In one of the DLC, there's actually a harder version of this one. So I'm not looking forward to that one. Oh, it gave me a bonfire too. That's nice. Iron Hearth Hall is the name of this. Okay, so it just puts me back out here. Okay, so it's like a shortcut, basically. So what's interesting is why this fortress is sinking into the lava. What I said about this being an allegorical world that isn't really consistent with reality, part of that is involved, like, has to do with the physics of this place. So basically, The reason it's sinking into the lava is because supposedly the king of this castle was so greedy and desired so many riches to put in his castle that it became too heavy and weighed the entire castle down and started sinking into lava because it was so heavy from all the like stuff he had collected in his greed. Now, obviously, that's not going to actually happen in real life. I mean, you could have, you know, Fort Knox, you know, full of gold, and it's not going to sink into lava just from that weight. But this is more, as I said, this is an allegorical world. So some of this is symbolic. He can actually destroy the walkway if you don't finish him off. Okay. Ah, missed. Got him. There's a cool little trick you can use to get rid of these enemies without having to fight them all, which is dunk them into the lava. Well, at least I got rid of this guy this way. I might have to use the flash sweat pyromancy to get across there. How did none of my attacks hit? Oh, I was using dark fog. Oops. I thought I had a different spell equipped. But this gives me an opportunity to equip the flash sweat. Okay, so let's see. I could probably unequip that. And where's flash? Here we go, flash sweat. What is actually what is this? Immolation. Oh, okay. Oops. He's too fast to be hit with this, apparently. Alright, I have the right spell equipped, so I should be able to... Alright, what archer is shoot? Oh, okay, archers. Well, I will just climb up quickly and not deal with this. Not much room to work with here. Chest ahead, but be wary of dark spirit, okay? Hopefully the chest is worth it, whatever it is. I'm assuming, yep. Figured I was going to about to get invaded. And they timed it to where you'll be stuck opening into the chest when he invades, so you won't be able to prepare in time. Sneaky, actually. Alright, this invader's got a lot of health. Oliver the Collector is his name. Dark Souls 2 has some weird names. In other Dark Souls games, it's like they have these really exotic, like medieval fantasy type names, but in Dark Souls 2, their names are stuff like John, Oliver, basic English names. Destructive Great Arrow. Well, that's it. I don't use bows. Oh, hey, Sydney. Yeah, so interesting. There's a special magic type that's specific to Dark Souls 2 called hexes, and it scales with both intelligence and faith. And since hexing is specific to Dark Souls 2, doesn't appear in any other game, I figure since I'm streaming, I might as well, utilize this magic type. Okay, so this water, if I roll around in it, it should give me some fire protection when I run across the lava. But I'm going to clear the way before I do that. Yeah, in Dark Souls 1, I made use of pyromancy. In Dark Souls 2, I'm making use of hexes and also pyromancy. And then when I play Dark Souls 3, I'm just going to go pure melee. I like to, play with a different variety of play styles. This game is, a lot of people consider it to be the most frustrating of the Souls games. Okay, it looks like I can't go back to where that water is unless I make a loop. Torch, nice. Okay. Nope. Out of range. Nice. Whoa. Give it up, skeleton. Okay. Oh, okay. Kind of fits with the theme of this castle where it's sinking because of the king's greed, and I just picked up the covetous gold serpent ring. These guys are called Alon Knights, which, of course, that's why they're dropping Alon Knight gear. But the person they work for, Sir Alon, doesn't actually appear in the base game. You don't encounter him until the DLC. Oh, okay. Wasn't expecting you there. Oh, okay. These ambushes are kind of frustrating. Okay, it's an archer. Okay. Let me see what's down here. Okay, this is the path to the boss, I think. Yeah. Wonder if I can just jump. Oh no, that's too far to jump. Ah. Come on, let me target this guy. Nope. Alright, I need to... Alright, now can I target you? Cool, okay. Can't lock on to this guy from... I'm trying to lock on before he sees me. There we go. Oh, okay, out of magic. Nice. All right, what I can do is use one of these to restore my spell uses. Okay, 24 should be enough. All right. The way is clear. So now I can do a run for these items down here. And to do that, I'm going to use the Flash Sweat Pyromancy as well as rolling around in water, so it'll protect me from most of the fire damage. All right, here's the water. And hopefully I don't fall. All right, just gonna roll around in water. I'm not sure exactly how long it lasts and doesn't really tell you. So I'm gonna try to hurry. That's why I wanted to clear out all the enemies before I do this. All right, that was close. The good news is with Dark Souls 2, it's the only game that does this, but if you defeat an enemy 12 times, it'll stop respawning when you rest at a bonfire. So you can, unless you use a bonfire aesthetic or enter the Champion's Covenant, they'll stay despawned. Okay, I need to hurry. I don't know if the water's still active or not, and I want to avoid these buttons here because they'll trigger flame traps. All right, Flash Sweat. Okay, if I didn't have the water and the Flash Sweat active, I'll be dead by now. Chaos Storm, a Pyromancy, nice. All right, and I should hopefully have time to grab this as well. Fire Seed, awesome. I can upgrade my Pyromancy glove. Yeah, these buttons are hard to see, but you definitely want to avoid them because they'll trigger lava traps. Oh, like I just stepped on one. All right, I can progress now. Oh, I forgot about that. I'm dual wielding rapiers right now. I have one infused with lightning damage and one infused with dark damage. So my lightning should scale off my faith stat, and the dark one should scale off both faith and intelligence. Okay, and this is gonna come down behind me to trap me. I know what they're up to. Oh. There should be a... Oh, here we go, a ladder. I really need this bonfire. Because it's about to be the time for a boss fight. Nice. And I can not worry about these flames anymore. All right. Oops. Misjudged the range of these rapiers. There is an NPC you can summon for this fight, but she's not that helpful because the real challenge of this fight is not getting pushed into the lava. That's instant death if you do. I'm going to go for a mix of ranged and melee combat, depending on how close he is. But this is the third of the Great Souls I need to get. And in Dark Souls 2, the Great Souls are reincarnations of the Great Lords from Dark Souls 1. So he should be the reincarnation of the soul held by the four kings from Dark Souls 1. All right, and like I said, the real challenge is not getting pushed into the lava. Okay, this is actually going pretty well. Oh, okay, I'm so close to falling in. That's how easily you can lose this fight, by falling into this little thing right here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Got him. All right. This will take me back to Majula, but I want to see if the DLC can be accessed here. And then I might attempt the first DLC boss. Okay, good. Good. I can access this DLC if I want to. So Dark Souls 3 actually, Dark Souls 2 I should say, this is Dark Souls 2. It has 3 DLC. I've already played through most of the first DLC. This is, I believe, the second one, chronologically. And then the third is going to be an icy area. I'm just going to get to the first bonfire here. But yeah, if this chain that you walk across like a bridge, only other place I've seen that is Elden Ring. Also set in the fiery area. I mean, here is icy area with a forge in the middle, and in Elden Ring is also a fiery forge in the middle of an ice area. All right. Let's see. Let me change some stuff up. the person I'm going to attempt to fight is resistant to dark damage, so I'm going to try magic on her. And let's see. I don't really use magic that much, so I guess Great Soul Arrow is a good one. And of course you can stack multiple of the same spell for more casts. I really am not sure which are better when it comes to all these variations of soul arrows. All I know is that she's going to be weak to magic and more resistant to everything else. All right, Shulva, here we come. So the story of Shulva is pretty interesting. Most of the dragons in Dark Souls 2 are artificially created dragons. There's a lot to get into, especially when we get into Aldia's Keep. But the dragon in this area is a true dragon named Sin, and it has a poison embedded deep within it. And when this city was attacked, the poison was released and it destroyed a lot of things here. So that's why all the enemies are infested with poison and stuff. And the boss that we're about to fight, her name is Alana, and she is one of the four, basically a reincarnation of the reincarnated soul of Manus from Dark Souls 1 was split into 4 fragments. And I believe Alana was a fragment representing Wrath. There are some tough enemies here, but I think I can just run past them and do some parkour to get away from them. I actually should have turned human first so I could... Because one of the NPCs I can summon, I can actually count this summon as part of his quest. So I'll probably do that. I'll probably just wait till I'm down and then turn human. I don't remember what the way to go, though. I forgot which way to go. That's right. They'll give me an opportunity to go ahead and become human without having to sacrifice Estus Flask. All right, so okay, I got 43 human effigies, so I can afford to use this one. Cool. I forgot to send the elevator back up. Visions of Misfortune. It sounds about right. There's about to be a whole lot of misfortune down there. You'll notice I have a full health bar now. So in Dark Souls 2, it's like every time you die in this game, your maximum health decreases by a little until you reach half of your normal maximum health. So if you die a lot, you're going to be stuck at half of your normal maximum health unless you use a human effigy to restore your humanity. And human effigies are hard to come by. And what's interesting about Dark Souls 2, which is different from all the other Souls games, is you're susceptible to being invaded when you're in hollow form, and you're protected when you're in human form, which is the opposite of how it is normally. And since it's harder to remain in human form, you're basically penalized with invasions if you die in this game, which is not fun. All right. Okay, that's where I need to go. No! Oh, that roll. Well, that was a wasted effigy. I'll use another one once I get down there, since... But notice my maximum health has decreased a little bit. It would be decreased more, except I'm wearing this ring of binding to alleviate that effect. But this is sort of what I mean when I say that Dark Souls 2 is the most frustrating of the Souls games. This is sort of a game where if you don't have a lot of patience, this game will force you to become patient. Oh no, didn't mean to do that. Need to find a way to get down here without taking that minor chip damage. Oh, come on. Ah, there. Okay, that's how I need to go. Instead of jumping, I just need to roll. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm alive, but this is not where I want to go. But now I know to roll. And I don't want to fight these guys if I can avoid it, so... There we go. Back on track. Nice. All right, gonna use another one of these. All right, and where's this guy's Oh, okay. I was looking for the summon sign for Benhart of Yugo, and it's not appearing, so maybe there's a condition that needs to be met in order to summon him. So if that's the case, I'll give it an attempt with Steelheart Ellie, and if this doesn't work out, I'll wait till Benhart becomes available, because summoning him for 3 fights is what you need to do to progress this quest. And I would like to progress this quest because it gives you a cool weapon if you do. All right, I'm ready. She can summon enemies to help her, but there's one particular enemy named Velstadt who, if she summons him, this fight will become much more difficult. So I'm hoping she doesn't summon Velstadt, but it's kind of random. Okay, I'm not doing much damage to her, actually. Let's try magic. That didn't hit, apparently. Okay, I don't think I'm really doing any damage to her with this. Oh. She's summoning. Oh, and she summoned Velstadt, the one person I was hoping she wouldn't summon. Come on. All right, Velstadt. And if I defeat him, she'll just resummon him. Yeah, I'm not doing much damage to him either. So I'm probably a bit underpowered for this DLC fight. But I got her down over half health, so I'll just avoid Velstadt and focus on her. I'll try to avoid Velstadt, but he has such wide swings that I'm not sure I can. At least Steelheart Ellie is keeping him distracted for now, but she's about dead. Come on, Steelheart Ellie, don't die yet. I need you to sort of just... Okay, she's dead. That explosion, okay. Alright, time to play it safe. Really? You know what? I'll stick with my magic rapier instead of using dual wielding. All right, come on. Oh, got one hit in there. All right. And unfortunately, after you exhaust your stamina, you have to hold the run button down for quite a while before you actually start running. Come on. I wish there was friendly fire in this game so he could be hit by her attacks. Alright, this is... I'm definitely under-leveled or underpowered for this fight. This will be so much easier without this Velstadt guy. She can summon skeletons or pigs or him, and she summoned the worst option. I'd rather have the pigs to deal with than him. And there's no point in me defeating him, because if I defeat him, she'll just bring him right back. And of course she keeps running around and... really? Okay, I was trying to use the... Alright, let's go. Oh, okay. Was not expecting her to teleport right there. Gonna use up all my life gems. Is she summoning more people? I didn't know she could do that. I thought she could only summon one at a time. Well, this is not gonna go well. All right. I literally thought once she had one summon that was gonna be it. Good thing I stocked up on life gems before this fight. Alright. Yeah. Good. Come. I should let her teleport to me. That seems to be ideal. Keep distance from Velstadt and let her come to me. Whoa, okay. Velstadt is actually an actual boss in the base game that you can fight. So she literally summoned a base game boss as a minion. I'm getting her down in health a little bit. Weirdly enough, it seems that using a rapier, running up to her and using a rapier is faster than casting a spell, because I have to stay stationary to cast a spell. DLC bosses are supposed to be harder than base game bosses, but this is kind of ridiculous. She's supposed to be a fragment of Manus from Dark Souls 1, but Manus didn't give me this much trouble. Ah, really? I almost had a attack, but that skeleton got my way. I'm just guessing what I need to roll if I can't see. Just trying to... I need to just get some distance between her and Velstadt and the skeletons. So I basically need her to teleport into a position favorable to me. She did that a few times. Just need to really... No! I almost had an opportunity to attack her there. Come on. All right, got one of her skeletons. How is he so fast? I don't want to use up all my life gems on this attempt, but I almost got her. Come on, teleport to me. Come on. Oh, that was probably not worth it. Got a little damage done to her. Where'd she go? Ah, stay still, will ya? When you roll, it messes up your aiming, so you can't attack as soon as you roll or you'll attack in the wrong direction. I need to... might have to come back with the Moonlight Greatsword if I get that later on and deal with her that way. And you know what? Since I can't use Benhart, I don't need to be human. I can just... If I go in as a Hollow, I won't have Ellie to be a distraction for me, but it won't buff her health either. Because when you summon an NPC, it increases the boss's health. And if she hadn't had a health increase, I might have gotten her. Nice. There we go. That's the right path to go. Really? Ideally, you're supposed to attempt the DLC after you finish the base game, but I kind of want to finish this DLC. I'll do one more good try against this boss, and then I'll just go back to the base game and come back when I'm stronger if that doesn't work. Sometimes that's the way you have to do, is just come back when you're stronger. But I got her so close that just a few more hits that attempt and I would have gotten her. Interesting thing about this game is, in the DLC, is each of the 3 DLC give you a crown when you beat it. If you collect all 3 crowns, you can unlock the ability to remain human even after dying. Which means no hollowing, no losing your maximum health. Basically, it means that the curse of hollowing is completely broken if you complete all 3 DLC. Of course, the DLC are so difficult that if you can complete all 3 of them, you probably don't have to worry about hollowing anyway. Alright, I'm just going to run straight at her and try to do as much damage as I can immediately. Okay, I can't damage her while she's talking, apparently, because that's fair. Oh, or maybe I can. I just didn't see her health bar moving. Alright, I get it. I'm just hoping I get lucky and she doesn't summon Velstadt. Seriously, him again? Alright, you know what? I'll try to defeat him. And hope... well, I could defeat him more easily if wish you weren't spamming explosion spells at me. When you fight him in the base game as a boss, you fight him solo. You don't have to worry about all this other nonsense. Alright, got him. Now she better not summon him again. Alright, no more summoning Velstadt. Summon anyone else but him. Really? What's funny is I haven't even fought Velstadt in the base game yet. It's sort of expected that you do the DLC after the base game. Ooh. And my weapon durability is not looking so good right now. I can't take much more of Velstadt. Ironically, Velstadt is the king's bodyguard, not hers. So how she's able to summon him, that's kind of weird. Come on. One more hit to Velstadt, and then hopefully he doesn't come back. Right when I'm trying to heal. Alright. No more summoning for you, please. Okay. She's summoned, but the skeletons are more manageable. And the trick is, I leave at least one of them alive. So maybe that will stop her from summoning if I leave one skeleton alive. Come back here, please. This is far from the hardest boss in any Souls game. I've fought a lot harder bosses in these games, but she's one of the more frustrating ones because of all just the stuff she does. right. Let's attempt the dragon. Oh, I don't have anything to cure poison, and this is a poison dragon, so I'm not adequately prepared for this. Oh, okay, I was not expecting that attack. That was not telling... Well, I can't really fight him if he keeps running around and... Come on. The good news is when he takes to the air, his ascension gives me a brief window to heal. I'm trying to cut off his tail because there's a combo he can do that involves his tail, and if I cut it off, it'll make it easier to deal with. Ah, okay, completely missed there. Ah. Oh. Come on. He's faster than he looks. It's so hard to dodge that dive bomb because my character is so slow and he's so fast. Okay, heal every chance he goes to the air. Unfortunately, chasing him down uses up so much stamina. I haven't been poisoned yet, which is good. But... And my swords haven't broken yet. That's a real danger with this boss, is your weapons breaking. No! Whoa! 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 Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Come on. All right, I see him above me. Come on, get down. Oh, really? And this is one of the three kings. So this DLC is complete before I even reach probably the halfway point of the base game. All right. The king erected a magnificent city, and the dragon slept soundly, until Sir York disturbed it with a single great strike, and the dragon could bear its store of poison no longer. The reign of death toppled the city, but restored the dragon's purity. The wondrous soul of this dragon can be... Okay. I saw an item around here somewhere. But my sword durability is almost completely depleted, and I'm dual wielding swords. If I was using only one rapier, it would have broken by now. I know I saw an item around here when I was fighting him, and I don't think I picked it up. Or maybe not. Okay. All right, back to dark orbs. Nope. All right, back to dark and fire damage. Cool. All right, so I can go back to the hub area of Majula. And I got a fire seat, so I can level that up.
I'm glad to see you're well. I'm always here, so come and see me when you're in.
I knew you'd be...
Time to stock up on life gems. That's one thing that does make this game slightly less frustrating, is you can buy an unlimited number of life gems from her. Oh, there's Benhart. Thanks for nothing. I could have used your help with that boss back there. I don't know why he wasn't available as a summon when he normally is. I'm assuming there's some condition I have to unlock, like I probably have to progress his quest somewhat before I can use them, but still, that's annoying. Oh, okay, it's a trap. All right, there's 3 paths to follow. I'm not quite sure which way I'm supposed to go. I'll do left first. Wow, he actually fired the arrow not at where I was, but where he predicted I would be. I guess he predicted I would roll to the right, and that's where he aimed his arrow at. Yeah, I see the ambush here. Oh, okay. Blocked it. Oh, nice. Twinkling Titanite. This looks like one of a phantom, so you can sometimes see other players running around the world. But this is not another player. This is an enemy, and unlike other enemies, you can't lock onto them. You have to manually aim. There is a way, there's an item you can get in the DLC that will turn these guys corporeal so that you can attack them like normal enemies. It's in the 3rd DLC where you can obtain this item. But for now, since I can't lock on, I just have to, well, I'll deal with the ambush first. Okay. But since I can't lock on, I have to just manually aim my weapons at him. Oh. And see, this is an actual phantom. This is another player, so... But they're slightly less transparent than they're an enemy. Okay, I did go the wrong way. I think. Shrine of Winter. This also heads to the 3rd DLC, but I don't have the item to access it just yet. I might have gone the wrong way. I'm still not sure. Wait, what did it say? Oh, item ahead. Okay. Yep, more of these enemies. This game's combat mechanics are already so broken that having enemies you can't lock onto is just unnecessarily mean. Like it would have been bad enough in a game that actually has good combat mechanics like Elden Ring, Bloodborne, Sekiro, even the original Dark Souls. But Dark Souls 2 and having this is just extra insane. As you can tell, I think of all the Souls games, including Dark Souls 1, Demon Souls, all of them, Dark Souls 2 has the worst combat mechanics ever. Like, say I want to roll, there's an enemy in front of me. Say I want to roll past the enemy and then attack him from behind. In any other game, including Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, all that, you could simply roll and then attack from behind. But here, let's see. It won't let me do that. Like, say I'm pressing the left analog stick back to attack from behind, but it's forcing me to attack in the direction I rolled in, and the only way to stop that is to do nothing and let the thing eventually reset itself. Okay, this is the way to Drangleic Castle. So I'm not going to be able to progress much further, actually. But I can talk to the Emerald Herald, probably. Yep, come down here, please. It's raining, so if I had my lightning rapier equipped, I could do more damage. Right now, my fire rapier isn't doing much in the rain. All right, so this is Drangleic Castle, and oops, I hate these things because my rapiers aren't good at hitting them. Like I said, this has the worst combat mechanics, so if you're using a rapier, you literally cannot aim downward.
Your soul is still frail and pallid. If you proceed regardless, your fate will be more terrible than mere life or death.
So, in Dark Souls 1 and 3, you had Firekeepers. She's not called a Firekeeper, though. She's called the Emerald Herald. And basically, she's a science experiment. The brother of the king, the brother's name is Aldia, and he did a lot of experiments on creatures, including making artificial dragons and golems. And it seems he also made her. It was his attempt to create a Firekeeper. But she's not a true Firekeeper.
Your soul is still frail. If you proceed, but I will.
Huh, I wonder if it'll actually let me in. It probably won't let me get to the king's door, but if I can at least get to the bonfire in this castle, it'll be worth it. All right, elephants. You know you can use your shield to block me, right? You don't have to just stand there and get hit. Let's see, am I dual wielding? Yep. Oh, nice. Lightning bolts in the rain, so they do more damage. These golems are fed with souls, so you activate them by killing enemies nearby. So yeah, come near me so I can use your soul to activate a golem. If you don't do it close enough, enemies will just keep spawning. Oh, more of them.
Who are you? By whose permission do you stand before me? This castle is the domain of King Vendrick. Is your trespass intentional?
No, I just wandered in through the front door by mistake.
His Highness. Where has he gone? You are a guest of our castle. I am the Chancellor.
So I went from trespasser to guest just like that.
Fortunately, His Highness is absent. My lord, the king has... The queen has taken him. My lord, being magnificently vanquished, for our king has watched over this land.
So there's spells that are very difficult to get through PvP covenants in this game, but those normally unobtainable spells in offline single player, they can be obtained. They can be bought from this guy, but only in New Game +2. So basically, you have to beat the game twice and then get back to him on the third playthrough to buy those last few spells.
The king had a dear queen, a woman of unparalleled beauty. Long ago, the queen came to us, alone, from a faraway land. She warned our lord of the looming threat across the seas, the giants. The king crossed the ocean and defeated the giants at his side.
Sounds familiar? Sounds like the story of Elden Ring. A king committing genocide against giants at the urging of his queen.
Created the golems.
Well, his brother created golems.
The king created this castle to celebrate victory, to show
The queen's name is Nashandra, and she's one of the 4 fragments of Manus' soul reincarnated.
the queen brought me peace of the dark. Is this some sort of a dream?
Most likely.
Where am I? What has happened to our castle? Who are you? By whose permission do you stand before me?
So first he says, I'm trespassing in the castle. He bemoans to stay at the castle, and then he says, where am I? As if he doesn't know he's in the castle that he's been talking about.
Welcome. Our guests are treated. Tell me.
Our guests are treated with honor. A minute ago, he was saying, I'm a trespasser. Flamberge, Lucerne. That's pretty good ring to have. I can always use these. Repair powder. Okay.
We say
All right, so I need to find a bonfire. I'm not going to be able to progress too much further in this castle without the last Great Soul. Interestingly, one of these is a brighter throne than the other. I suspected the darker throne is Nashandra's. Left. Okay. All right, bonfire. Ah, all right. Ah. Ah. The tracking on this halberd is too good. All right. Mimic? Nope. Sublime bone dust, good. It sounds like a useless item, but no, it actually increases the amount of healing that your Estus flask does. You have to burn it at the fire in Majula, but yeah, that's what it does. Ooh. Get up. Okay, this one's got a sword. How did that hit me? Yeah, I'm not dealing with you. Oh, okay, he's gonna force me to deal with him. All right. You shouldn't have come after me. Okay, and my equipment degradation is, yeah, my equipment durability is almost depleted, so definitely need to rest. Well, okay, so I'm at the King's Gate, and I don't think I can proceed since I don't have all 4 Great Souls. I'm missing 1 Great Soul, and that's from the Duke's Dear Freya. So I'm not gonna be able to progress that much further, but yeah, there's no point in aggroing all these guys right now. All right, so I know the left path now leads to Drangleic. Now there's a center path and a right path. The right path is, well, yeah, visibility is bad, and it has those ghost enemies you can't lock onto. Like that one over there. Yep, I see you. Ah. Come on. So yeah, you really have to be paying attention in this area so you don't get ambushed. Oh yeah, I see another one. And they're so good about rolling away and dodging. Like, if you're gonna have an invisible enemy you can't lock onto, at least be a slower moving one. I mean, Elden Ring had the invisible assassins, but at least Elden Ring combat mechanics were much smoother than this game's. There we go. I'm surprised this wasn't a thing in Bloodborne. This would have been perfect for Bloodborne. Hello, head.
Leave me be. I like it quiet. Leave me
No.
be. What business have you here? You may call me Vengal, if I deserve a name in this sorry state. It is rare to flap these guns.
So we have Vendrick, Vingarl, and Velstadt. They like the V names in this game.
Long ago, I was hired to defend the kingdom. I remember a long, brutal fight, and then somebody killed me. So I thought. I came to. Found myself like this. I don't know what explains it. But it's not so bad, really. Now I've grown weary of battle, but did not realize it until now. I know not what brings you on this journey, nor will I deign to ask. You may bear a great burden, don't we all? I prefer to stay my distance, but I want to warn you of something. My body. I see visions. My body, headless, raging without me.
I mean, if you were killed in battle, you can't be that tough. So I'm not that worried.
To kill. My body will show I learn new and thanks. If I can help you.
Great sword, claymore. Okay, not really selling anything useful. Okay, but I did learn the decapitate gesture from him.
Farewell.
Sounds like something you'd be familiar with. Oh, that was a phantom. Yeah, I see an item there. But... okay, I see the enemy off in the distance. Yeah, you really gotta keep your eyes open in this place. Like, yep. Yeah, you thought you could sneak up on me, didn't ya? I like using rapiers, but when you can't lock on and they're fast-moving enemies, rapiers are pretty hard to use. Ah, finally, I can see. Much better. These are curse jars. They inflict the curse status. But I actually still don't know what curse actually does in Dark Souls 2. It's extremely devastating in Dark Souls 1. You would rather die than be cursed in Dark Souls 1. It's terrible. But in Dark Souls 2, I haven't noticed it really having any effect at all. So I know it has to do something, but I'm not sure what curse does in this game. Okay, do I have a fragrant branch of yore? I have 2 of them, so I can probably afford to spare 1, maybe? Huh. It's like a shiny Pokemon. Alright, you better not be a waste. You better drop something good. I was not trying to jump there. Warlock mask. So this was a waste. Where did you come from? Okay, so heavy attack is probably not ideal since it takes too long to recover from. And yeah, this was a trap. Okay, I don't have the key for this. Okay. There's Dark Diver Grendel. I hate that they have a fragrant branch of your statue that literally gives you nothing. This looks like the same thing, so I'm just not going to deal with it. Okay, I see another ghost assassin there, so I'll just not aggro him. Alright, are you a waste? There is a chest here, so at least I know I'll get something for my trouble. It's gonna curse me before I can get away. Come on, let me get away. There we go. Yeah, let's fight away from the curse jars. Even though I still don't know what curse actually does. Nope, 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 stay away. There. Okay, so I got the line set, and even though I spent a fragrant branch of yore, I also gained one from that chest. So it wasn't a loss. Oh, wait, are you friendly? Oh. I attacked a non-hostile, okay.
Don't you scare me like that. That bastard with the rig lives in Brightstone Cove down the way. I'm gonna find him and settle this. For the good, I won't let them.
Oh, Creighton again. Okay, I didn't recognize him. Last time I saw him, he was in a jail cell. Weirdly enough, Patches is actually not in this game. He's in Dark Souls 1 and 3, Elden Ring, Bloodborne, and even Demon Souls, but he's not in Sekiro or Dark Souls 2. But instead, Dark Souls 2 has Pate. I encountered him much earlier on. Pate is sort of like a Patches light, I would say. All right, trap. But it takes me to him.
Young undead, don't let this curse weigh on you. We need to be something young undead. May we?
So you have to encounter him at 3 different locations before you can start his quest. And his quest actually results in eventually fighting an optional boss called the Dark Lurker. Oh yeah, these guys, interestingly, those big eyes are fake eyes. Their real eyes are much more tiny. I don't think you can really see them here, but they're very tiny eyes right above their teeth. The big bulging eyes are just to look intimidating. All right, time to fight another boss. Well, before I do that, let me... I don't know if I want to use up any more fragrant branches. I'll hold off for now. I was going to use the fragrant branch of yore on that statue, but I'll wait till I have more, because This area likes to waste your resources when it comes to that by having a bunch of dummy statues. All right. I might use some ranged attacks on this fight. Yeah. Okay. I bet she's probably weak to fire. I don't really have any fire spells equipped, but I wonder if she's weak to fire or not. Okay, she's using magic, so she's... Okay. Okay, ranged seems to be a good option for this fight. I should probably not take chances. She's not difficult, but... There we go. Yeah, come up already, please. I forget if any of these are illusory walls or not. Probably not. Actually, let me go talk to Strayed. All right. And I can increase the effectiveness of my Estus flask. All right. So this whole area, Doors of Pharaohs, is pretty much designed specifically to waste your Pharaoh's Lockstones. There's a lot of doors that you can unlock with Pharaoh Stones. Most of them are completely useless, though. Like this door, for instance, there's 3 parts. That's upper left, that's upper right, and that's the lower center part. You don't have to use 3 different stones to fully to unlock it. You only need to unlock the bottom portion. So using the upper left and upper right is actually a complete waste. And see, if you keep those closed, you can easily defeat this enemy. See, not a challenge at all. Santier's spear is actually a pretty interesting weapon because it technically has infinite durability. So to begin with, it has very high durability, but if you keep using it and not resting at a bonfire, it'll eventually break. But once it breaks, it transforms into a new weapon with infinite durability. There's another rat boss in here that's actually a lot more difficult than the Royal Rat Vanguard that I fought. Oh. Who are you aiming at? I was all the way on the other side. No. Okay, that's good. I don't know what either of these 2 doors do, but probably nothing. So I will not waste anything. Anything here? Nope. Gavlan.
Make deal with Gavlan.
Anything useful this time? I already have Throwing of Giants. Okay, so really nothing. You know what? Maybe I have to buy some stuff for him. Maybe he'll do something more interesting if I... Sure. Okay, so he does give me something if I... Probably not worth it, but okay. Nice. Whoa. You look a lot like Gavlan. What is... I was trying to actually cast a spell, but it kept making me swing the staff instead. How did my first attack do so much damage, but my other two attacks did barely anything? Come on. That's a mimic. I don't want to fight it in such an enclosed space, so I'm going to use this method to deal with it. I need to get into the well. Well, jumping, I don't think it's gonna. I guess jumping can help here, as long as that doesn't take me too far. Nah, but roll. You really have no control over your jumps. I can try though. See, I did land on the edge though, so if it wasn't for that roll afterwards, I would have gotten it. Oh, okay, you can actually break this. I thought you had to like land beneath the roof. Well, that. Okay. So jumping is the way to go here. All right, was a dedicated jump button too much to ask for? Like, I don't know why I had to take till Sekiro before they implemented such a basic feature. I mean, I can understand if, you know, since if platforming was not a big part of the game, I can understand not having it, but platforming has always been a big part of these games. Okay, I wasn't even running that time, even though I had the run button held down. In theory, as long as you have a at least one fragrant branch of yore, you can access this area without having ever defeated a single enemy. There we go. That was so annoying. Staff of Wisdom, nice. That's one of the better staffs for sorceries. At least took out one of them. On New Game Plus, there's an interesting appearance made. We'll just say that. There's a boss you fight later on in the game, but in New Game Plus, this boss makes an appearance here, and you can actually do some damage to it here. These guys are probably dark resistant, but this is decent damage. Repair powder, yeah. I'm looking for a summon sign. All right, this is absurd. Benhart's summon sign should be here. Unless it's in this tent. Let me just verify. I mean, I specifically cleared out all these enemies for a reason. Well, you know what? Since he's not going to help me, I'm not going to worry about completing his quest line. I'll take his Blue Moon sword in a different way. These spiders won't attack you if you're holding a torch. Well, in theory, they're not supposed to attack you, but I don't know what was going on with that thing. Okay, as long as they don't approach me, I'm fine. Wow, okay. My aim is going all over the place. What even was that attack? There's actually a spell you can get that will actually prevent magic from being cast, and if you use that spell, it makes this whole fight so much easier. Like, just imagine if what these guys would do if they couldn't use any magic spells at all. And I think they can heal their comrades, so there, okay. No more healing for you guys anyway. Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Rapiers can't be aimed downward. Such a well-developed combat system. Don't know what happened that time. Of course, Cromwell was his name in Dark Souls 1, too.
But now, you poor. Yes. But if you now miss the chance.
I doubt it's the same Cromwell. Just his name the same.
We must.
Wait a minute, there's gotta be a bonfire. Ah, yeah, okay. Time to deal with Benhart. Oh, trap here too, okay. So there's a trap both ways. I really hope this doesn't result in a trap as well. It probably will. Can I not exit this way? Ugh. Literally cannot exit. We'll go the long way then. Yep, Benhart is so dead when I see him. That's two bosses now where he did not show up, so I guess he doesn't want his quest line progressed. Wasted human effigies trying to find his summon sign and just didn't appear. So we'll see how things go now.
No. Appreciate it. I'll rip through them.
Yeah, give me that sword. Of course, the Blue Moon Greatsword is a replica of the actual Moonlight Greatsword. In fact, you can sort of see it. Let's see. It requires strength and dexterity. And let's see. Seems to scale with nothing. So yeah, very different from the Moonlight Greatsword. I guess I had to talk to him some more after I rescued that pyromancer before he would become available, but this is a dumb requirement, and don't really want to use bonfire aesthetics to fight those bosses over again, so I'll just take his sword by force.
You've had. You must have. What a. You deserve to have.
She gave me this because my faith is at level 30 now. Anything worthwhile here?
May the power of the mirror offer you. Okay. This whole area is sort of teaching you that torches make the spiders leave you alone, and it's teaching you that for a reason, because it'll become relevant when fighting the boss of this area. Nope. Okay, Creighton and Pate are fighting.
I helped Creighton. I don't know what the rewards are for either one.
He was there. Was there. That's the small time.
Yeah, I'm not doing all that. Ugh. Too heavy to open, but did it have to do damage? Roll into a wall. Really? That's all I get? Okay. I know I'm missing a bonfire. Ah. Wait, am I human? Okay, I am human. No thanks. Okay, didn't. Should not have opened that door. Really? Come on. Not worth it. I can't reclose it. There we go. Magic. Come on, get down here. All right, so I have a good amount of torches for this to drag on for a bit. So yeah, without the torch, all these mini spiders will be attacking me, and it'll make the fight so much harder. And she's only really vulnerable in her faces. And what you can do is possibly bait her to use... She has a beam attack. Oh well. So this should be the last of the Great Souls. And although she was susceptible to magic, she was most vulnerable to magic damage. I believe this soul is actually the reincarnation of Seath Ascalis. Has such a narrow window for attack, like narrow target, that you don't... Dual wielding a rapier is probably not ideal. Single weapon is better. Oh, hello. This tree thing is Aldia, Vendrick's brother. Like I said, he likes to experiment on people and creatures, and he apparently became an experiment himself. All right. There's some more stuff I can do in Tesseldora. Yeah, I see the spiders there. You come to me. Ugh. Believe there is an invasion around here. Whoa, whoa! Really? There. Ah. And yeah, a little hint that there's a room over there. Okay, yeah, this is where Ornifex appears once you free her from that cell down there. And there's a bonfire. This is actually the bonfire that's connected to Duke's Dear Freya. Don't have the key to Ornifex, I don't think. Alright. I'm trying to drop down. There we go. All right, I'm hiding from you. There we go. Nice. Now, do I have the Brightstone key? Don't think I do. Yeah. Instead of going that way, maybe I'll go this way. Oh no, I can't get over there. So this is meant to be one way, really. I should have gotten the Brightstone key from that guy I fought after Duke's Freya. I might have to use a bonfire aesthetic and fight her again, actually. But it'll at least give me a chance to get the Moonlight Greatsword. But I can't do that anyway until I find that other bonfire.
Ah, go away.
Thank you. I am Ornifex. I owe you some form of tax. If it would not trouble you, could you? Thank you.
She says that her abode is just down the way, but it's much further than that. It's all the way back in Brightstone Cove, Tesseldora. Looks like that needs to be a drop from above, actually. All right. Can't really talk to her while being shot at. I'll try it anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna skip through your stuff because there's enemies everywhere. Oh, that's always helpful. You can trade boss souls to her. Let's see. I'm thinking how to do this. gonna try it. Ah, okay. Probably should have kept the torch lit. Ah. Yeah, this is chaotic. Can't use bonfire. All right. Because of all these spiders. Even though they're not attacking me, they still count as hostile. All right, time to bring this area into New Game Plus. So I'm going to refight Freya again. Yeah, I'm just never gonna get that. Ugh, really? Oh, okay. And this isn't an invasion, so
he's gonna appear every time. Ah, come on. That's one of the things about New Game Plus and Dark Souls 2 is these red enemies aren't necessarily invaders. They're just new enemies that appear in New Game Plus or when using a bonfire aesthetic. Ah. Wow, okay. I should have left that door closed. There we go. Really don't want to fight another boss again, but oh well. At least I think of it as at least I can get a cool weapon out of it. I don't need the Moonlight Greatsword, but I want it. Don't know if I'll actually use it, but I want it. I'm trying to jump. Okay, I guess I can't jump when I'm on a spider web. Good to know. So yeah, different route than I came last time, I guess. Wow, okay. So yeah, this is... I can already tell she's much tougher in this one. Oh! That was a ridiculous amount of damage. Wow. Well, that could have been fatal easily. Ah, locking on is so hard. I haven't seen that beam attack once, even this fight or the last fight. Ah, come on. Okay. I guess I have to be at a distance. Okay. And yeah, I can actually enter this memory at some point. Alright, gotta make sure I actually get this item this time. Oh, nice. He also drops a fragrant branch of yore. Let's see. I bet those red enemies are going to be back. Yep. Giving up on this. Nope. He's actually stayed dead. Well, that's nice.
Oh, nice. Let's go see Ornifex again. Again? Ah! Right. Nice. Moonlight Greatsword.
It is.
Hello. I'm always here.
Nice.
All right.
I'll be around.
Give it, please. Yes, you! Give us Silky! Yeah, yeah. You! Give us more! Yes, you! Yeah, yeah. Give it, please. Yes, you! Give us Silky! Yeah, yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Give it, please. Yes, you! Yeah, yeah. Go back. Give it, please. Yes, you! Give us Silky! Yeah, yeah.
All right, well, that's enough. Well, I've been streaming for quite a while, so I think I'll go ahead and end it here for tonight and then continue this another time. All right, ending stream now.